I'm going to be breaking down how much it actually costs to run my SaaS products in 2024. Now, I've broken down all the cost line by line so you can get a true understanding of how profitable SaaS really is. To note a few things before I go into them, I'm a solo founder for all these products. I don't have any employees or any freelancers. I run them all by myself. So there aren't going to be any expensive items such as employee expenses or freelancer costs. I've also just included the core expenses that are used to actually run the product. So let's dive right into it here. These are the costs for the last month. In total, it was just shy of $1,300 at $1,293.38. My revenue was significantly higher than that, so it really wasn't very expensive to run. So let's break down some of the costs. So Repurpose is a scheduling tool for social media. It's going to take existing content and then push it towards other social platforms. So I use that as an automation to save myself time from having to manually post everything and reformat all my organic videos. Next up is a tool called Open Exchange Rates. It's a currency converter and I need it for one of my SaaS products. Now that's about $136 a month. If I do a little bit of reorganizing, let's group the database and servers together. In terms of database costs, that's a combined total for multiple products. And it's just over $300 at $324.32. In terms of server costs, I have several different expenses here for different servers. The biggest one is $681 a month and 81 cents. Now I have a breakdown of that down here. And so that's going to consist of one web server and quite a few small worker servers to do syncing jobs and processing jobs. As I use Node.js and I don't want to crowd the web server, so it's going to actually load for enough people. Now to note, I don't have a lot of experience with setting up these types of products. I'm a self-taught developer and I definitely don't optimize my database or servers like I know you probably can. But for me, it does work, so I'm willing to pay a little bit more to make sure everything is functioning okay and pretty fast here for most of my customers. And so probably paying a little more than I should, but I'm definitely okay with that as I use a managed platform rather than going straight to the source and let's say setting up an AWS server by myself. I also pay for Redis to help manage those syncing jobs, and then I pay for logging software just so I can find different errors. Now to note, when I first started, these were both completely free as well, but as my products have grown, I'm paying more for them. As for the server costs, there are also smaller servers I run for different products. In terms of ad expenses, it's really not much. It's just $36 on search ads on Google Ads every month. Now that does fluctuate probably between that and about $75 on the high end, just depending on the search volume for that period. Help Scout is a customer service platform. Now to start, I used a platform called Talk.to. And that was a completely free chat widget, but I find Help Scout does have a pretty extensive FAQ and documentation platform. It also makes it super easy for me to find older conversation so that were done between customers, and it does group them together. So that has made things more convenient on my end. So I think it's worth it for me to pay for. And so those are really the line items that it costs me to run my SaaS products. Overall, there really aren't many. It's just mainly going to be your server and database costs plus any other APIs you might need access to that you might have to pay for. And after looking at that, there is one more expense, but it's on a yearly basis. So I use Namecheap to register and maintain all my domains. Also does things such as SSL. I've used it for quite a few years now, and it's about $125 for multiple domains to renew them every year. Now the costs do change depending on the number of domains you have and the type of domains, but for me, that is about what it costs. If you've gotten this far in the video, I'm sure you want to build your very own micro SaaS, but first you're going to need an idea. And that's where I have you covered with free micro SaaS ideas you can steal for free. There's a link in the description below. All you have to do is enter in your email. I also have a complete course on how to build your very own micro SaaS, even if you don't have any SaaS experience. It's a step-by-step academy that's going to show you how to build, scale, and profit from your very own micro SaaS. There's also a link for this in the description below, so make sure you check that out. So this is going to conclude the video here on how much it costs for me to run my multiple SaaS products. If you enjoyed this video, I would love it so much if you smash that like and subscribe button below. If you have any questions, leave a comment, but thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video.